Photo.
Where's the tee off? What's up with it, everybody? Welcome to Weed and Golf. We're gonna be out here on episode 1, Hit the Green. We'll see you boys out there.
We're out here, Weed and Golf. First episode of Hit the Green podcast. My boy Longbeach Llyod here.
What's up with it, everybody? Episode 1, Weed and Golf. What's
we
up
out
with
here
it, baby?
now. We fucking bringing it. We out here. You're gonna see what this is all about now.
Pull up and see a slice of you. Let's go.
Golf course thugging, homies. Fucking with it.
Is that your ball? Nah.
Nah, shit. You're up here though. You up here with it?
Right down here somewhere. Right here. What would you use from here?
Wedge.
A wedge? What's a wedge?
Yeah, pitching wedge.
P?
Yeah, with the P.
Alright. P, baby. Do I have one of those? I do.
Shit, I'll just... Should I just throw a drop here?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, bitch!
Oh, dog.
No! Bad ball.
So what up, big dog?
Not much, man. I appreciate you guys inviting me out here for this weed and golf shit.
Fuck you. Yeah, you got it. We come correct, homie.
You already know.
Yeah, hey. I know you've seen the vision, dog, when I hit you up with all this idea and shit, and you're doing your thing. And, you know, you're always grinding. You motivated the shit out of me, so.
And that's what I like to hear. That's my main thing, man. I'm just trying to motivate everybody, man, and get everybody out of this fucking hating culture. You know what I mean? It's like become the new thing to be cool to motherfucking be a dick and just hate on people, man. That shit ain't about nothing.
There's way too much of that shit going around. I like to see all my homies eat, and we all fucking help each other out.
That's exactly the way I like to move, man. And sometimes you get a bunch of people on your team and not everybody sees it exactly like that, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
You'll have motherfuckers start figuring out a way to make it their own and all kinds of shit, and people don't realize if you just play your part, man, the machine goes really well. You know what I mean? You got to remember, look at it like a engine. There's a carburetor, you know what I mean? There's motherfucking spark plugs. There's the block. Everything has to play its part in order for the motherfucker to work right. You feel me?
That's right. That's right. When, you know, I talked to you about this, and you're just like, what? Like, damn, you're onto it right there. Me and my boy, Dom the Trap Shooter, we got this shit going, and fucking, you know, here you are.
Yeah, now it's
You're
a
our
great
first
idea.
guest. We're fucking out here.
I try to tell people this all the time, man. Just because you have a podcast, we're not in fucking competition. You know what I mean? We can all go on each other's podcasts and all get each other's interviews. We can all blow each other up. But people, small-minded, man, they don't really realize. You know what I mean?
That's right.
It's
that's
all
right.
Good.
And fucking like the whole hating thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, if you got your good homies with you in your corner, this fucking
motherfucking bag of personal.
Yeah, you know, that's just for the day, because that's what we do out in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, man, thank you.
Appreciate what's you guys having me?
But so what's been cracking? Just a lot of car stuff going on? Like what?
A lot of car stuff. I've been doing videos. I've done a few, you know, independent films and stuff like that. I just try to stay heavy on my cars. I'm working on my 1961 Impala, that Tupac Live and Die in LA car. I've got Nipsey Hussle 6'4". I just got that out of the shop yesterday.
Seen it looking fucking insane.
So Jesse Valdez, the guy that owned Gypsy Rose, he had the shop, and it was the home of Gypsy Rose for like 25 years. And anyways, his business partner, Rafa, and his son actually took over the business, and they're the ones that put my top on. I got my rack all chromed out for it. Rag top Barney did it.
I seen that, looking crispy, super fucking drippy.
Unreal.
Oh
and
yeah.
then my 6'4" bread and butter, I'm keeping it low key, but my buddy Homer, I'm gonna go ahead and say it now, he decided he wanted to trade for his 6'4" hardtop and some cash. He's been wanting to rag for a while. I was like, fuck it, man. I'd love to see him dipping, and it's a really cool, fun car. So
oh yeah,
he's gonna have that bitch.
I always like that one. You're almost gonna go all black and gold on that one, right? You're about to go full rebuild on that thing.
Fucking doing like a Mac Daddy design, all black and gold, but then my homeboy pressed me for it, and he really wanted it, so I sold it to him. And then he had some issues. The feds ran up in his motherfucking house, so I ended up buying it back from him. And I just started fixing it back up. I was gonna continue with the idea and paint it black and all that shit. And then I told my boys, like, fuck that, I want it. So here we go. We're gonna see what happens.
Nice, nice. Fuck yeah. And California Love.
I didn't realize I got 2 joints.
Oh yeah.
Oh, trap shooter. What's this fucking strain? This is good.
Yes, sir. That's the Lotto.
That motherfucker tastes good. I brought my boy. I have a homeboy that has a grow. He
Here's
calls it
your lighter
Headmasters, and he sent me an OG. That's what
the
I.
lighter?
That's what I was
Hell yeah,
blazing.
thanks,
I think I
man.
got 2 lighters too somewhere. I'm double jointing right now.
Fuck yeah. That's how we do it up here in Wingal. Fuck yeah. So just, you know, doing the car thing.
That's been it. So what gave you the idea of weed and golf?
Well, shit. I'll be straight up with you, dog. I've been, you know, I've been trying to get motivated to do something, you know, to get something going. I've always had thoughts of shit, and you know, I'll say it again. You motivated me, your hustle and everything, your show. But it wasn't really all about like getting a podcast going at first. But I was just trying to think of a brand or something. But I always enjoyed golfing. I love fucking smoking, you know. But be straight up with you,
Combined, it's a dope sport.
I was at home, fucking deep into a whole mushroom bar, dog.
Oh no.
I fucking ate a whole mushroom bar and fucking was just kicking it outside, you know, smoking. Those don't really get me too tore up, you know.
Yeah.
I got good tolerance. It helps with my shoulder pain and shit. You know, big shout out Odin Spoken Peace with those fucking mushroom bars, man. Good shit. But so I was outside just frying and just kind of started having ideas, and then boom, it just happened. I was just like fucking started thinking about, you know, smoking weed, playing golf, and just then I'm like, what about getting some people out on the course puffing and videoing it, doing like a podcast? I'm all fuck. You know, there's so many people I fuck with. You know, I love music, you know, sports, athletes, all that shit. But I was just like, hey. And then, dude, I just started putting notes down in my phone. Then I had it in my head, and I knew Dom, the trap shooter.
Yeah.
And I came on my boy and presented the idea, and there we go. Fucking it just, he was blown away.
Who did that little golf ball logo, the little high golf ball? That's fucking sick.
That's
dude.
that's my boy Dom from Dago.
Oh, he did it too?
Huh?
He did that?
Different Dom.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
2 Dom.
yeah.
I like, damn. Let me see that
Yeah,
later.
yeah, different Dom. Oh, I don't got one.
I gave you one, mine.
Fuck. Probably back here. We got too much shit
there
back
it
here.
is.
Right here, player. Sorry about
There's
that.
another lighter right there,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, let me grab that.
I tell people all the time, man, they all act like I think I'm too good. I'm like, man, all you have to do is ask me, I'll show up, fool.
Don't be fucking scared to talk to people, man.
Don't be surprised if I come to your kid's birthday party and drink up all the juices.
Yeah, shit, dog. You're in the beach now, Lloyd, dog.
That's where I spend all my time.
That's right. Long Beach.
Damn.
All right, let's see what I can get.
Crater.
Here. Out here, we didn't golf. We aren't fucking avid golfers. We're just basically fucking hooligans out here. But hey, we love this shit. It's all
Wow,
about kicking
fuck,
it with the
that
homies,
sucks.
having fun. We're gonna be bringing you guys some dope ass
Damn it.
content. Oh, watch out, Lloyd. We are the fucking.
Yeah, when I
coolest.
played a little bit, I got kind of good for a while.
He was gonna come with us, bro. He's a little.
Oh, shit's got to go over the lake. Yeah, I'm about to lose a few balls. Watch out, ducks.
This is like some fucking Tiger Woods shit right here, homie.
This shit looks sick.
I'll get it.
He's about to cut me ball.
Now, watch out, duck.
We out here.
Weed and Golf, episode 1, featuring Long
We got
Beach
the
Lloyd,
trap
you know what I'm
shooter.
saying?
We got the
Stop playing
fucking
out
trap shooter.
here. Hey,
Lethal
man,
with
I
the
gotta show
cannon.
these guys how to golf a little bit, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
my boy's probably gonna crush it.
Let me watch me fuck this up.
Trap shooter. Oh, that's it.
Oh, yeah, Dom's right there.
That hole was a bitch right there. The fucking pond and shit.
Keep an eye out for my blue ball over here. Blue's not the easiest to see, but there's a chance.
It's up around here. Shit. Yeah, it's a lot of Bone Thugs and shit lately you've been listening to. Just fucking.
Oh, there it is. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mine. I was wondering where it went.
Oh, score.
Oh.
Dope.
Damn,
That's
I cracked
right.
that bitch from over there to go that far.
Fuck yeah.
Good eye. Yeah, Bone Thugs a lot since I've done that thing with Position, the tour DJ, and then I interviewed a Lazy Bone, and then I did DJ Cell.
Yep.
I want to get all the bones on there, Wishbone and Busy Bone, Crazy Bone.
That's right.
Pretty dope. Man, they're all cool as a motherfucker. Lazy Bone's really cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. That's fucking. Those dudes have been killing it. It's good to see them all still, you know, doing a lot of shit.
Fuck yeah, man.
You know, they've been around, man.
A lot of people have it started from back then and still relevant to this day, you know?
Oh yeah.
And now they're even, since the Versus thing and, you know, doing the podcast and different podcasts and them just being out there, him doing his clothing line with the Thuggy and all that other shit, I mean, he's starting to really blow himself, like reinvent himself, basically. All of them are. It's pretty dope to see, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's fucking good shit. What, you fuck with other shit like metal or fucking?
Yeah, I listen
you know,
to everything.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. I like Morbid Angel and a lot of bands like that. I used to have a buddy named Mikey. He used to take me to all the death metal concerts.
Oh yeah,
that shit was a blast.
Yeah, I've always listened to everything. You know, death metal, fucking thrash punk, fucking to you know, hip hop, fucking everything. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm a skater surfer too. So you know, all the punk music I'm used to.
Yeah, you seen
Agent Orange and Violent Femmes and Black Flag. All those are the ones.
Poison Idea, fucking Circle Jerks.
Yep.
Wasted Youth. They're from up in LA and shit.
Butthole Surfers, all those back in the day. They were really good. 40 racks if I can hit this motherfucking putt in. 40 racks if I can hit this putt. Come on, I'm trying to invoke my inner Tiger Woods right now. Now, if I get this, I'm gonna buy a rag top. You got full access to it.
Let's do it. Weed and golf, fucking rag.
Ooh.
A weed and golf.
If I hit it, we'll wrap it, weed and golf.
There we go.
Fuck it, let's do it.
Weed and golf rag.
Everything's on the line here, baby.
Let's do it.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh,
no,
shit.
No.
Oh, shit.
So close. So far away. 3 feet away from 40 racks, baby.
Damn.
That was still fun, though. That was a nice feeling. Here we go.
Hey, it would have been dope to have a fucking weed and golf rap fucking.
Jeez.
Come on now.
Oh, that's mine, baby.
There it is.
Let me get that. Let me get my 20. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. I'm going to get me some gold Dayton's today, baby. My man, I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Dom the Trap, baby. What's up?
That's right.
That shit's real. That ain't fake, baby.
20 large for
More gold's coming in. Hey,
there it
shit.
Well, shit, Lloyd, man. Appreciate you fucking coming out here with us, you know.
Anytime, homie. My pleasure. It's beautiful out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Valley Center, California, man. It's a nice place, rural country.
I wish I owned one of these pads up on the hill.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice.
Probably a lot different coming from up from the city, down here. It's kind of a lot more
I actually prefer this lifestyle. I'm getting tired of the bums and all that shit, man.
Yeah.
Just so disrespectful, shitting all in the alley and just fucking throwing trash and going crazy, getting naked in front of my family and shit out there pissing and
shit you've been posting.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
There's a lot of weird shit, man. It's getting bad too. A lot of fucking crazy shit going on,
It is. I love the LBC, man. It'll be hard. I'll always want to own a piece of property there, but
yeah,
to raise my children, I'd like to get them out something like this, man.
Yeah. So where you originally come from? You're born. We were talking earlier.
Oh fuck, dude, it's this long story. My family's like a bunch of gypsies for real, but I was born in Kansas City, Missouri, on vacation. And then we lived in Chino, and then I think we moved to Oregon for a little bit, and then we moved to Texas, Georgia, Florida, or from Florida to Texas, and then Texas back to Florida. We moved a lot, and it was before the internet and all the computers and shit like that. So we would rent a house until we couldn't pay for it. We'd get kicked out of it. We'd go find another one. So we moved all the time. I was always the new guy in school and shit. It was a trip.
Oh yeah. Jumping around a lot and shit.
Yeah, my sister's my homie. You know what I mean? That's who I kicked it with all the time. So.
Really? Yeah. Yeah. I'm real tight with my sister. We've hung real strong. Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been real tight with her, man. Her husband passed and she went on her own trip. You know what I mean? I don't want to say what she did, but
Yeah.
She did what she had to do, I guess, to get over it. So that separated us a little bit because I didn't agree with it.
Yeah.
And my sister, dude, she's one of the biggest hustlers I know. She's really intelligent. Pretty, and then she can pretty much do and have whatever she wants, but those things that she wants right now aren't the things that I think she should have,
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough, but I'm always there for her. I do what I can, but
yeah,
I don't want to be an enabler either.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My sister, she was always kept me on the right path. She was always there for me. You know, I've been through some shit, you know.
Mine too.
We all have, you know, but, you know, my, you know, upbringing, this and that. But, yeah, my sister was always hanging tough, taking care of me and, you know,
That's tight.
taking
That's
me to skate spots, driving me, you know, everywhere, you know, just good shit, you know.
Yeah, it's good to have that.
That's right. She moved around a lot and shit. And then when did you end up coming out here, Cali?
Shit. So we ended up in Houston, and then I got there when I was 14. I caught my first felony at 17 when they tried me as an adult. So I was like on paper probation, in and out of county jails, prison. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I spent 8 years locked up, and it was just a fucking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All I did was really sell drugs and fucking, it wasn't like I was Scarface. I wasn't selling crack. I wasn't selling heroin. I wasn't selling meth. I was selling ecstasy. And at the time, there was a big crackdown on it. So I guess I was kind of like one of those people that fall under the example being made. But what tripped me out, there was people in there for like straight up legit attack, kidnapping, rapes, and they were getting out before me. Which I don't understand that. How are you gonna fucking let a rapist out before an ecstasy dealer? And I wasn't even straight up. I wasn't even like, I don't even know if I'd call myself an ecstasy dealer. I sold ecstasy to get by. I was going to college, and it wasn't like I was forcing anybody to take the shit. You know what I mean? And fucking.
You're just grinding to get through your shit.
Basically, just enough to pay the bills and pay for college and get to the life that I wanted to get to, and I just got caught up.
Yeah.
A dude I grew up with, man, he snitched on me. He got busted and fucking couldn't handle his own heat, and he told.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that the cops were at my pad, I was so amazed that they were even there, because I'm like, why the fuck would they be there? You know what I mean? Did something happen to my chick or something, you know? Mm-hmm. But I saw that they'd kicked in the door because the door was all fucked up. So I just turned around and walked off. And when I was walking back to the car, I just got out of prison like 14 months before this, and fucking I saw my boy, and he wasn't really my boy, that worked in the maintenance area, the guy that I saw all the time. Let's not say he's my boy, I guess, just the guy I was familiar with in the maintenance office. And I was going back to my car, and I saw him. I go, "What's up, G?" And he was like carrying a bunch of wood to go back to repair my door. So I'm assuming he went inside and told him, "Yo, that motherfucker's outside," you know what I mean? But I got in the car and drove off, and then they followed me down probably, I don't know, couple miles away from my pad, and then fucking pulled me over, beat me me and my homeboy up.
Got you.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing I could do. They knew what I drove. They like surrounded me and fucking pulled me out of the car. I didn't even get to put the car in park. I had the window down, and fucking I had just stopped, and I was going to put it in park, but they were so fast. He grabbed me and was like pulling me out of the window, and I'm like, hold on to the steering wheel, trying to turn the car off or put it in park, you know, before he drags me out of the window.
But they were already on it.
Nah, I was telling him, dude, the car's not in park. The car's not in park. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I finally got it in the park. I don't know if I got it in the park or someone jumped in and put it in park, but they drug me out of the car, beat me up, took me into the police office and shit, and they were trying to make me admit that the pills were mine, but the apartment was in my girlfriend's name. So I was like, nah, they weren't mine. I don't know whose they were, you know?
What?
I swear to God on everything, this fucking big old country white cop like came up to me, and he had a handful of, I fucking don't fuck around with crack rock. I'm not like an experienced crack rock user or seller or identifier, you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't shit. It wasn't something that was a part of my life. So anyways, fucking he comes over and he throws like fucking 15 what looked to be crack rocks under my thing where I'm cuffed to the bench, and he was like, "Oh, we found these at your apartment too." I'm like, "Come on, dog, you're just fucking doing some scandalous shit, you know?" And my homeboy
pig shit right there.
My homeboy that was with me, he wasn't like any kind of thuggish dude. Basically, he was showing me how to be smart and teaching me all the programs in college, and I was showing him drugs and bitches, you know what I mean? It was like the trade-off, and I'd take him surfing, and unfortunately, you know, he got in trouble too, but he had never been to nothing like that, you know? It was a trip, but...
So that was some of the early hustles, just, you know, doing what you gotta do to get by and shit.
Yeah,
you know?
I've never been like...
So it was a Fed case?
No Fed case, it was state.
State?
No, yeah.
Fuck
it was, that time back in the day, I heard that Fed like had TV rooms and, you know, pool tables and all kinds of shit, you know what I mean? So I don't know what was better, state time or Fed time. All right, so when I first got locked up the second time in Texas, they have these like transfer facilities where they can hold you up for 2 years. There's all these different jails. They get paid by the government to hold prisoners. Mm-hmm. And I went to this one. Well, I'd been to prison before, so I know who you get contact visits and who you don't get contact visits with. So I put my girlfriend down as my sister. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be able to get contact visits with her. They'll never be the wiser. I'll just say that she's married, you know, and that's her new last name. Mm-hmm. you know, back then, no one's expecting that, you know what I mean? And I'm already prepared. So I put her on there. Well, I go to this state jail facility in Newton County, Texas. It's like this fucking country boy, weirdest jails type thing I've ever seen. In the day, it's fucking hot as fuck, but at the night, they turn the AC on and it's freezing. So the walls are dripping, so it's always moist. You never fucking see guards, you know what I mean? Only somebody comes around and feeds you, and you're like stuck in this weird little box. It's just weird as fuck, bro. It's almost like a holding cell with, concrete. It's almost like a holding cell with just a ton of bunks, you know?
Yeah.
Way more people than should be in one room. And you rarely get to go to rec. You're like stuck in this fucking room, and they're bringing you the food. And it's buck wild too, because there's no guards around. You can't like, there's no way to scream for help if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So there's dudes in there that aren't even getting to eat. Yeah. Some dudes are taking 2-3 trays. Like, you got to be on your shit if you want to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's crazy. So fucking, I'm up in there, and the visitation, it wasn't set up like a prison visitation. You went outside, and there was rows of fucking picnic benches. You know what I mean? All the way down, and fucking, I got contact visit with my girlfriend no matter what. You can get contact visit with anyone because they didn't have it set up to where they had a divided visit area.
Okay.
So this place is so small, podunk, you know what I mean? I'm having her sneak me in Xanax and Valium and weed and all this other shit, and fucking, it's so wide open that I can do anything I want to. I'm like grabbing all the, you know, doing all that other shit. So anyways, long story short, she comes in, and fucking, they were aware of the shit I was up to, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So she came out there, and we were having a I was banging her at the fucking table. I didn't give a fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And someone had told from the previous weekend. So they're like in the fucking schoolhouse filming. They like run out, stop. But I'm already busted. So I'm like, fuck it, wait till you get here. Then I will, you know?
Yeah.
So they fucking like tackle me down, fucking, you know, talk all shit to me. She gets escorted off the property, and they lock me up in this, like, I guess it was like their solitary confinement or whatever.
Yeah.
And they shaved my hair off, and I was all itchy, you know, because they thought my hair was too long too. I was one of their complaints. And they were just talking shit the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
And they were like, why did you do it? Why did you do it? I'm like, why would I not, bro? This is fucking prison, and if I get a chance to get it in, I'm going to with my fucking chick, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck what you're gonna do. What else are you gonna do? It doesn't bother me. Like, go ahead, lock me up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What does it matter?
I got mine today, you know what I mean? Straight up. I got mine today, so fuck it, you know? And then, they shipped me off of that unit, because I don't know if they've ever had an incident like that before there. I think I might have been the first one, you know? Yeah. And so I'm going through all these different prison units, and I'm hitting all these classifications. Dude, I swear to God, I think my paperwork got lost. I fucking go to this one transfer unit, and they tell me, you're gonna go to the Wind Trustee Farm. So I'm like, what? I never heard of anything like that before.
Yeah.
But during that time being in that fucking little box for like a year, my trustee status and everybody else's were just going up, but you weren't going anywhere. You didn't have a job or anything. It was just like, you know, your time, they brought you up and they would give you your status, but you weren't going anywhere, so it didn't ever really matter. So I had an S2 status. Dude, I fucking got to this place. It was like big open metal buildings, and there was like 50 bunks. There was no double bunks. It was just a single bunk. They were all separated. We had your own living space. Yeah. When they called chow time, they were like, chow time, guys. So you could go.
It's like a camp?
Fuck yeah, bro. You could go from 4 in the morning till like 7, and you'd go down there, and they were making fresh hot biscuits, every single thing going on. This is like, I'm not exactly sure of the year, but it's like maybe a year before 9/11.
Okay.
So I'm up in this bitch. I'm like, holy fuck, dude. This is like a summer camp. I've never been anywhere like this. It's got a baseball field. It only has a barbed wire fence all the way around it. Well, one thing about getting in trouble from that other unit, they removed my girlfriend from my visitation list and like banned her. Okay. So that was where I was where the warden boy was. So I became friends with that dude, and he's like, give me $20, bro, and I'll get her name put back on the visitation list. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's a done deal. Tell me what you want. I'll order it at store. Yeah. So I get him his $20, sure as shit. Next weekend, I'm allowed to have her visit. So she's coming in and visiting me. And of course, me being in there, it's too wide open for someone like me. Like, I can't, I have to exercise my,
you know what I mean? Hustling going.
Yeah, so I tell her. So it goes on for a couple.
You had to bring that hustling back in there.
Straight up. So for a couple weeks of her visiting, it was all good. She was bringing me like fucking barbecue and dropping it off, and my boy would grab it and pick it up, cigarettes, snuff, weed, you know what I mean, whatever we asked for. And one time she came to visit me, and I was the only person that got to visit that early. And when she left, she dropped it out in the parking lot just like she normally does, and the guy that cleans up on the outside grounds would snatch it up real fast, you know? Well, fucking for some reason this day, his name was Chewy. Chewy, if you're out there, you blew it on this one. And fucking Chewy's in the workout room working out, dude. So the fucking sergeant goes out to the parking lot, sees this bag of shit, gets it. It's all these warm ribs with a bottle of Jack Daniels and all this shit in it. And they're like, is it yours? I'm like, what? Hell no, that ain't mine. I don't know what you're talking about, you know? But they're like, you're the only person that got a visit. I'm like, I don't know how I got here, you know?
Yeah, eat my shit.
So they roll my ass to the building, and I stay in there for like, I think 15 days so they can decide what they're gonna do with me. They can't prove that it's mine, so I come back to the camp, you know what I mean? There's nothing they can do, but they're like, now they just want to kick me out, you know what I mean? They're over it. They don't want me out there. They calling
your shit, and you don't want to bail out of there, because you're fucking eating good, you're living it up, hustling.
No, for sure. So fucking, they take me off the outside yard, because they're like, you gotta, you know, like they knew something was up, how we got it, you know? And they took me off there and they put me in the fucking chicken house. Dude, I don't know if you've ever worked in a chicken house. It's one of the most disgusting things that you'll ever fucking smell in your entire life. It's absolutely horrid. Plus, there's so much weird shit going on in the fucking chicken house. You just don't want to be out there.
No, it's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm working out there for a while, and then 9/11 happens, and fucking right when 9/11 happens, like it comes on the TV, and this dude, this older, probably like, I would say like 60-year-old Mexican dude, he like stands up. I swear to God, I think he was like shell shocked. I don't know what happened. And that fool just fired off on me. Pow!
Just started taking off on you?
He just hit me that. He just hit me that one time, because when I realized what he was doing, I like kicked his leg back and he stumbled, and I got up and we were fighting. I don't think he hit me anymore. You know what I mean? He was trying to wrestle me, but it was too late. When they came in there, I was hitting him, you know?
Oh yeah.
So I got rolled into the building, and I got that taken away, which means that I'm not in the trustee camp anymore. I'm just in general population, where it's fucking 4 rows and.
Oh yeah,
you know, yeah. So I'm over there now, which at first it was weird but it was almost like I wanted it to be that way, and because out there was almost too much freedom. Like I would lay there at night thinking I could just run off in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, just to be honest with you, and I don't know if any other people thought that shit, but I like was. Fuck, bro, I was getting there for so long that I was over it. I was on a 6-year sentence, and I ended up doing 4.5 years, and mine was non-aggravated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like over it. You know, they're just taking my fucking parole for no reason. You know what I mean? Like this, it was just pissing me off. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do this whole sentence. So I go into the building, and when I go into the building, man, the guards in there, they're choosing dudes left and right. So one day, I come in from work. Sorry, baby, I'm gonna have to tell the story, but my wife, I hope she doesn't ever watch this episode. It's all good. So fucking, I'm fucking coming from.
We just keep it real out here, shit.
Yeah,
we can golf, hit the green. We just keep this shit real out here.
I done got high and exposing my secret. So anyways, I came in and she was like, yo, you wanna sweep the run, like clean up in the dorm? I'm like, hell no, I don't. That's not my job. So I just came in, you know? She's like, no, I want you to do it. I'm like, nah, it's somebody else's job. It's a reporter that does that. It's not me, you know?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I want you to do it today. So finally, I like look at her. I'm like, all right, I'll do it, but I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And she's like, I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right. So I'm like, man, that's weird as fuck. This hoe's, you know, want me out here. So I'm just going to all the homie cells. I'm like, anyone want anything passed on the tier? Hit me up. I'll take that shit right now. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm gonna test the waters and see. So, you know, I'm just passing everybody's shit back and forth, you know, and towards the end of the evening, right before shift gets off, I mean, I'm just out there hanging, you know what I mean? Basically just going to my boys' cell and hanging. They go to the day room, I go hang over there, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
kicking it.
Yeah, fuck, this bitch just let me have it my way as far as you could have it up in here. And then she came up to me and she's like, is there anything that fucking I can do for you? I'm like, what you mean do for me? You know what I mean? Like, this bitch really coming hard. I'm not sure what she's talking about. I'm like, you could go to my mom's house and go get me some homemade cooking. You know what I mean? And she's like, I said, bring it in as your lunch. And she's like, what? She's like, where's your mom live? I'm like, Houston. I tell her their phone number, my mom's address, my sister's, and my sister's address. She's like, is there anything else you want? I'm like, shit, what you talking about? You know what I mean? And then fucking, you know, things happen as far as, I mean, I'm sure you can use your imagination.
Yep.
And then she started bringing me all kinds of shit.
Food?
Cigarettes, weed,
You get that food coming?
Fuck yeah, bro. I could see a commercial on TV, like back
Something
then,
new?
Quiznos chicken ranch sandwich or some shit. I'm like, yo, what's up? I want to get that. And I'd bust it down with my boys. Some fucking dudes asked, I mean, I might get in trouble if I say, but let's just say I got all kinds of things, you know what I mean? And I actually got busted for it, so I'm fuck what you can do now, you know? But,
fuck them. But you're just making it happen.
Yeah, so anyways, long story short, fucking that shit went on for like about a year, and then she started going crazy, like acting like the shit was a real relationship type deal, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And then she was working another block, and a dude that used to live on my block was jacking off when she went by the fucking cell, and she wrote him up. And I'd always told her, like, don't be writing fool's ass up, you know what I mean? Because you're doing dirt too, so, and not, you know, it's a prison, so it's not a super fucking secret. Like, you're bringing it in through your clothing bag with your shit to another homeboy, which is bringing it through his homeboys that bring it to me, you know? So, I mean, just in that alone, the supply chain, fucking, there's other people that know, so, like, don't do that type of shit. So, I got a kite from somebody, and the dude was like, fucking, I want to talk to you, fool. You know what I mean? Your chick, you know, I basically find out that she wrote him up and shit. So I like try to get a hold of her, and I finally see her. I'm like, yo, rip that case up. You know what I mean? What are you doing writing fools up? She's like, I already turned it in. So there was nothing I could do about
So
the
she
shit.
went from cool and shit to straight bitch.
Nah, she was cool. She just wasn't cool with that fool. So she fucking, she just wasn't that smart. So that fool went to the captain and told on her ass. And fucking, they were trying to bust me.
All up in there, really? They
were
caught
trying
on
to
to some
catch me.
shit, and
But I wasn't, I mean, I knew that they were trying to catch me, but I wasn't like super, I didn't really give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, what you gonna do? I'm already in prison, you know what I mean? Your guard is the one that's doing the shit wrong. So fucking, in the end, they were like keeping her away from me and shit, which was fine by me. I wasn't even tripping. The cigarettes and the weed and the tobacco were still coming in just fine, you know?
Yeah.
And
necessities.
Exactly. And then fucking one day they call rec, and I go to rec, and she's working that motherfucker, bro. This bitch just straight walks up like she's in the free world with a bag of snacks that she got from, like, I don't know, I guess she brought it for lunch, but it was like you just went in to Stop and Go, blew a 20 back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
And she comes out and she like sets it all on the table and like, you could have whatever you want, just you can drink it out here, you know? I'm like, you think that all these motherfuckers out here that ain't gonna be drinking these sodas are gonna like I'm just sitting here having a picnic with you? Like, you're putting a lot of heat on me. Plus, I don't know if you ever been to prison, but when you go around, there's towers on one, and then fucking there's a guard that drives around in the car all the time. Bro, that motherfucker drives up and he stops, and I'm like trying to resist her, like, don't do this, you know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and have drinks with you and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Well, that motherfucker stops and watches, and she's acting body expressive as if she's in a breakup. You know what I mean? I'm like, this hoe's out of control. Immediately I hear over the mic, rec canceled. I go inside, fucking, as soon as we're waiting like 5 minutes, they say, Lloyd, come up, you know, they say my full name, come up to the front. So I go up there, and this one guard, he takes me back to my cell and he shakes it down. He found like a DVD player.
Oh yeah.
And then I had like a bunch of just different contraband I wasn't supposed to have.
Oh yeah.
And that motherfucker told me, he goes, bro, I won't turn in the DVD player if you just let me keep it. You know what I mean? So he could watch it during his shifts. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck.
All right.
It don't matter to me. It's yours. You know, like they're gonna take it, so it's not like I'm gonna get it back.
They're gonna try to put you in the hole or some shit, right?
I'm going no matter what.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I know where I'm going.
Yeah, you're going to the hole.
And then they like pack up all my shit, take me down there, and then they like try to investigate me like it's a murder scene, you know what I mean? They're like,
shit,
tell us the truth, and like screaming in my face. I'm like, shit, there is no truth, you know what I mean? Yeah. What are you talking about? Like, I'm just denying the whole thing. And they're like, she told us everything, that she was having a relationship with you and bringing you stuff in and quit. I'm like, I don't know what she told you, but that's not true. So they locked me up. And fucking dude, when I was in the hole, you don't get like visitors and you don't see anybody. Sometimes there's a porter that comes through. Bro, every guard in the prison was stopping by the fucking hole and going, I figured it was your fucking ass or blah.
Right,
You know,
they knew.
I was like looking like, you know.
They knew.
But it was funny. I mean, fuck. So I ended up going to medium custody for there. I did like a year of that, and I got out, and that was 4.5 years into the 6th sentence. As soon as I went over 4 years, they just hit me up out of the blue and brought me a parole in. And when they brought it to me, I was like, I don't even want to go home. Like, I don't have anything left. I've been here so long, you know, I'll see my family when I see them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to hold this over my head, and I don't want to have to answer to anybody. I just want to walk out of here free. But they weren't doing it, and they just sent me out. Like 2 weeks later, I was free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, and ever since kept it good.
I mean, yeah, I did fine. You know what I mean? I don't really. I mean, I wasn't really like a troublemaker ever.
Yeah, you're
you know
just
what I
doing
mean?
your
Type,
thing.
You know
and
what I
just
mean?
got,
Like
you know.
fucking. I was older by that time, and I wasn't in that like zone anymore. You know, like I wasn't trying to get in any more trouble. And there's a few things that stuck to me, but when they say the definition of insanity, they probably say in AA and all this other shit, is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That really fucking stuck with me, because I'm like, every time I get out, my boys fucking hook me back up. I get right back in the hustle game.
And then,
you know what I mean? And then get caught up in it, hanging out with them, trying to compete and have all the same things everybody else has.
There's always
you know?
some fucking snake out there.
I always
you know?
learn, dude, man, don't like compare yourself to other people. Some people just have what they have. Some people are put into a situation where they can have things that aren't obtainable for you, but that's fucking okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, a lot of people can't accept that. And I'm not saying like, oh, just accept it. I mean, always reach for more and want more, but you know, like,
But
when
be
you're
happy
16
with the
years
present, you know?
Yeah, like when
be
you're
happy
16 years old and your boy gets a car and you don't, you know what I mean? Like their family was able to do that type of shit. It doesn't mean that you're not gonna get it now.
No.
You just keep driving and you can get it later. It doesn't mean it's unobtainable. It just might be unobtainable for you at that moment.
At that time.
And when I've been in that scenario a few times, I fucking like beat myself up about it. Like, oh, you know, like I wanted it more, but I never thought he doesn't deserve it or she doesn't deserve it or they don't deserve it. I just thought,
nah.
I wonder how they got it, so I can try to get that for myself.
Yeah,
you know?
and be proud of those who fucking earned that shit, made
Fuck
it,
yeah.
you know?
Hell yeah, dude.
It's good shit.
It is. I like
know?
to share in people's celebrations. It's nice.
Yeah, and then you know, you ended up out here in Long Beach.
Yeah, when we moved from my wife and I, we moved to Costa Rica. We lived out there for 2 years, and then we moved. I started running out of money out of there, so we moved over here, and we stayed actually at her dad's pad for 8 months, so I could like work and recoup. I basically went and just trim weed for my boy 24/7, trying to just make all the money I can.
Just so you can get up out of there and get your own spot and shit with the family.
So I stayed there for 8 months working for a certain genetic company. I won't say any names, but at that time, they were fucking
doing it.
They were doing it really big. Actually, I can say it. They're legal. Headmasters. So I was working for Headmasters, and the dude was paying me $200 a pound, and they were my friends. So he always gave me big buds, you know, big colas. So I just worked for them.
No,
you know what I mean?
they're doing big shit over there, man.
Just trimming it up, man. Fucking, it was really good. It doesn't pay as much now, and I do other things, but at the time, that was my hustle, 24/7. I mean, I would fucking damn near sleep, take a nap, and get back and trim. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I was dedicated, and I didn't know anything else I could make fucking that kind of money at. You know what I mean? And I would try to trim and make 1,000 plus a day, and it just kept going. I mean, even he would be like, "Damn, boy, you're killing it."
Or any other things you have coming up? Or
well, Thursday, tomorrow, on FYI channel A&E, on Ultimate Rides, they're releasing an episode, and I think it's 4 or 5 lowriders in the episode, and one of them is going to be my 1961 Impala, and that's going to be broadcasted to 335 million households in like 41 languages.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's dope right there.
Yeah,
California love?
Yeah.
Man.
We went to the park, hit some switches, and fucking, I feel like we did like, you know, enough to do like 30 minutes to an hour, but you know, I guess they're gonna edit it down. I'm curious to see, and I actually plugged my podcast in the interview, so I hope they don't edit that out, those motherfuckers.
Yeah, hopefully A&E keep it on there, you know.
Yeah,
you know
we'll
what I mean?
see. Hopefully, man. It was real cool, but it was such a weird scenario. Just one dude showed up, we filmed, toured, I guess he sends off, they're based out of like Europe or something. He sends off the footage, they edit it and chop it up. Danny Coker, you don't meet him or anything like that. He's he goes and edits it from his own studio. Yeah, it's really cool. Smart move how they do it.
Nice. Fuck yeah. So be on the lookout for that on A&E.
Yeah, there's a movie called Shine Kings. Me and my car club and a bunch of other friends are all in it, and we just did some extra parts, you know what I mean? Provided the whips and
Yeah.
a couple little cameos, nothing major, but it's coming out. Man, just hustling, grinding, just anything. Doing a lot of videos. I got a video with Position, since he just did that versus battle. He just released a song and he wants to do a video to it. I think Dom's actually going to come.
Yep, the trap shooter, Dom the trap shooter, our boy right here. Big shout out to him. He's, you know, we saw this vision and he's been just killing it on all the video, you know, creating everything.
Yeah, man, I love
our boy right here.
Nice
is amazing.
Cinematic style, dude. I like it a lot.
Amazing and topped off, good fucking dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Hands down, you know.
Let's see what else, man. Fucking, I did talk to some people. I don't know how. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about it because if I do, I'll jinx it. I have some other things in the work I've talked about with a couple companies, but who knows?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My buddy Fish and Nigel, they're the ones that have pushed me to even do this stuff. I don't think I ever would have wanted to get in front of a camera willingly unless it's just pictures of me and my lowrider, you know, cruising in.
Stills and
But
shit.
they were like, man, we need you to come out. We want you to talk to everybody. You know what I mean? Like, bring out some people and blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't want to do it. And they saw the potential in this, you know what I mean? It kind of motivated me to do it because, you know, I was just grinding my cars and doing the other things. And ever since I've done mine, there's been a wave of podcasts coming out, which is really cool because now it's actually becoming a thing. And I've been picking up a lot of new friends and fans and shit like that just through it, man.
All different people,
really cool.
you know, all different
over
walks
the
of
world.
life, you know.
It's cool, man. In Brazil, shout out to you guys. I mean, all the European guys, Australia, New Zealand, Mexico. I mean, I get a lot of love from all over Canada, all the United States, yeah. You know, just everywhere.
Yeah.
It feels really cool, man. And it's nice to have that platform to be able to reach out and share that with people. And I get a lot of questions, you know what I mean? And I try to answer every single person.
Yeah,
I get a lot of, you know, heavy stuff too on top of that. You know, I get young kids fucking, you know, lost in whatever they're going through, you know, hitting me up and asking for advice, man. And you know, I'm no therapist, but,
you know,
I try to give it to them raw and uncut, you know what I mean? Because I've lived it, you know, and I tell them my experience and I hope that helps them in any sort of way. I just want to make people fucking feel better.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I always try to motivate youngsters to just stay, you know, grind and stay focused. You don't have to go certain routes, or you don't have to do that. If you do this, like, been through it, like, stay
Kill
on
the
that
hate culture,
and make,
man.
you know,
Kill
like,
the
do
hate
something.
culture.
Yeah.
Just be a congratulator and try to collaborate with people and make cash with them instead of hate.
Yeah.
And all that time you spend making fucking fuck you posts and all that stuff, hater posts, spend it on a fucking business idea and you'll be successful.
Yeah. Yeah. Generate the fucking negativity, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Good day today. First episode of Hit the Green podcast with our boy Longbeach Llyod.
What's up with it, everybody? SD to LB. What's up? Come on out and play some golf and smoke some weed.
Yeah, weed and golf, man. Weed and golf. We're doing it. Hit the Green podcast, episode 1 in the books with our boy Longbeach Llyod.
Yeah.
Tune in.
See you guys.
In.
Tiger Woods blow trees, I ain't never stopping. I'm working on my swing while I'm steadily coughing. It's another episode of Beating Golfing.